different systems. The one thing that Floyd Sr. did say, there's one system of just aggressiveness and throwing punches and effort that would have gave Oscar the fight. And then there's another system where judges look for just effective, clean, accurate punches. So it was really, you could have had two winners either way tonight, depending on who that other third judge was. So it definitely was a rematch. I would love to see it.
I don't see a ton of doubt over who won the fight, but I do think an argument can be made for a rematch.
Well, I think it was a very good fight, but not the kind of drama that could duplicate this event. And so I question whether it happens. I do think both fighters will continue to fight. Just one word about some of the build-up to the fight, in which a lot of people seemed discomfited that they were suddenly attracted to a big fight. And so the storyline they invented was, is this the last big fight in boxing? Is this the end in boxing? Can this revive boxing? None of which means anything. Boxing is what it is. This was a very good fight. We'll see a lot more. Whether we have this kind of crowd and the folks out there in those numbers, that is another story. But this was good boxing, good prize fighting, and a hell of a show.
Indeed. You know, one of the specificities in that question is, will boxing have to cede its place on the stage to other fighting forms like mixed martial arts? Mixed martial arts is entertaining. The kind of skill level you saw in the ring tonight, there's nothing in mixed martial arts which is within light years of what Mayweather and De La Hoya are able to do with their hands. James Brown?
All right, Jim, and let me coattail on that point as well, too. Again, from a boxing purist standpoint, I think it was a fighter's fight. You got what you were looking for in terms of boxing esoterics. But to the bigger question, there was a lot of pomp, a lot of hype about this. You brought a number of casual fans to the set who were tuned in. The question is, those casual fans, did they see enough drama tonight, enough excitement to stick with boxing, to come to boxing? Lennox Lewis first.
I believe so. You know, when you look at a fight and look at the strategy of each boxer, you know, Oscar had a strategy to go in there and apply the pressure and try and get Floyd out of his game. But, you know, he wasn't successful in that. I thought it was going to break down to stamina with Oscar. Oscar's stamina was great. I felt that Floyd was more accurate puncher. He threw some great punches. And he was very poised in there, very relaxed, and showed that he was very comfortable in there. But like I said, it was going to break down to the judging. That's why it was very important that Oscar got those early rounds in the bag, because it's going to affect the judging later on, and it did.
You underscored that as well. Max, I turn to you again. That sizable young demographic that came and tuned in tonight, those who were casual fans, was enough delivered tonight for them to stick?
I don't know. I hope so. I would liken this fight to a political candidate shoring up their base. Boxing fans, I think, will be happy with this fight. But a couple of points. First of all, I disagree with Jim. I think there are mixed martial artists who are operating on a very similar skill level in what they do to these fighters, and that's one of the reasons that sport's becoming very popular. Tommy Kazmarek, who scored the fight 115-113 for Oscar De La Hoya, I saw this as a dominant performance for Floyd Mayweather. The only consistent punch that Oscar De La Hoya landed in this fight was the jab when he used it. Oscar rarely landed body punches. Almost all of them were blocked. Almost every effective punch in the fight that was not a left jab was landed by Floyd. I think it was a virtuoso performance by Floyd Mayweather against a legitimately great fighter who still has a lot left in Oscar De La Hoya. I was very impressed. And in terms of Kazmarek's score, you know, it's okay for casual fans sitting way up here, hard to tell what's going on, to be impressed with De La Hoya throwing punches and bunches. It's not okay for a professional judge, and I don't care what side of the ring he's on, to score that fight for Oscar De La Hoya. 9 rounds to 3 Floyd. You can say 8-4, even 7-5 Floyd. You start to have a problem with me.
A politician shoring up his base. Let me tell you something. You two would do well on the same ticket, no question about it.
Long as we're not in the same ring, JB.
A pleasure working with both of you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. All right, folks, De La Hoya versus Mayweather has been brought to you by MGM Grand, the city of entertainment in Las Vegas. Casadora is the one with the deer on it. Tecate Beer, Cerveza with an attitude. By Rockstar Energy Drink, party like a rock star. Southwest Airlines with more nonstop flights to more places than ever before. By Boxeo, the official phone card of De La Hoya Mayweather. And by HBO Pay-Per-View, the best in pay-per-view entertainment, brought to you by HBO. We'd like to thank the following internet partners. And so for our entire extremely hardworking crew, I'm James Brown saying so long from Las Vegas, Nevada.